pilot of Pennyworth begins with introducing the villain, Bet Sykes, kidnapping a rich man. We are then introduced to the protagonist Alfred Pennyworth, future butler of the Batman, at a nightclub where he meets Thomas Wayne and Esme. We learn that Sykes works for Raven Society. Esme is kidnapped by the Raven Society, offering a trade for Thomas Wayne. Alfred eventually saves Esme and takes down Lord Hardwood. Later he is offered a job by Thomas Wayne. Esme begins her acting career. Meanwhile, Bet Sykes blackmails a prison guard into sending letters for her. Meanwhile, Jason Ripper gets into a fight with Alfred, which he wins and holds him captive while he goes to see John Ripper. Alfred makes a deal with John and all appears well. Sykes' sister Penny breaks her out of prison. Alfred is rejected by Esme's father and both Alfred and Esme has a huge fight at the pub. Alfred is offered a job by Martha as a bodyguard. Later he learns that Martha and Ian work for No Name League. They are ambushed by the Raven Society at the farmhouse. Alfred negotiates with Raven Society for £10,000. Sykes is planning to return to London as she thinks she has a connection with Esme. With the £10,000, Alfred buys an apartment and mends his relationship with Esme. Alfred is offered another job by Martha for the double amount of money to find the name of the leader of Raven Society. Sykes packs her bags for London after a fight with her sister. Alfred and Martha goes out to find the leader, where Martha gets injured and Alfred turns himself to the authorities. Alfred asks to speak the one in charge, which leads to the room where she is recovering. It turns out the doctor treating her is the leader of the Raven Society. Alfred escapes and returns home to find Esme has been strangled to death. Sykes finds Lord Hardwood in the streets and nurtures him back to health. No Name League is planning to kill the leader of Raven Society and Alfred is asked to join, which he rejects, and is approached by John Ripper, who suggests that Esme's death might not be an accident. Meanwhile, Dave Boy accepts a job to kill the leader of Raven Society, but he gets injured and Alfred saves him by killing the leader of the No Name League. Alfred is looking for Esme's killer. No Name League and Raven Society comes to turn to be civilized during US elections. Alfred finds out that Esme is killed by a former captain. Bet and Peggy is invited by Lord Hardwood to London, which they accept. Sykes is planning to meet the leader of Raven Society while being told by Hardwood that the truce between the two will be broken by the No Name League. Alfred chases down the captain and loses him, but he runs into Sykes at the hotel. Alfred learns that the police knew about Esme's death and investigates Inspector Aziz, who reveals that a lord is behind the cover-up. Raven Society prepares for their big rally. Meanwhile, Alfred finds Captain and a woman gift-wrapped for him at a warehouse. Alfred kills both the captain and the nanny after a rustle-up with Sykes and Aziz. Francis steps down and announces Hardwood as the new leader at the rally. Alfred is sentenced to 7 years for the killings. Alfred is offered a job by the PM to kill to get his freedom. Alfred sets up his rifle ready to kill, then he finds out that his targets are Martha and Thomas Wayne. Alfred intentionally misses his shot so they can escape. Alfred returns home and tells everything to his mother. Alfred goes on the run after this. The Queen is kidnapped and forced to make Lord Hardwood the Prime Minister. Francis tells Hardwood she didn't sign up for all this. Alfred is stuck in the country and makes his way to Thomas Wayne, where he learns about the kidnapping. Alfred decides to help save the Queen. Alfred and Dave Boy saves the Queen. Both Hardwood and Francis are arrested. Thomas is shot by an unknown assassin and it's revealed that Alfred's father is the member of Old Guard. Alfred rushes to save the Queen once again, where he shoots his father and brings out the Queen from the ablazed hotel. Warrenton, London, the lines have been drawn between the Raven Union, formerly known as Raven Society, and the English League, organized by the Queen and poorly led by the Prime Minister. Thomas Wayne is told not to interfere by the CIA. Meanwhile, Alfred and his brother-in-arms, Dave Boy and Baza, is running a lounge bar in a neutral zone. He is also running a mercenary group of sorts, and when he is hired to capture Colonel Sort, he plays both sides to earn enough cash to get out of England before all goes to hell. Also, Project Stormcloud is revealed to be a chemical weapon. Aziz convinces Martha, Thomas Wayne and the CIA to fight against Raven Union. Katie is still held captive by Bet Sykes. Alfred and Boy celebrate as they have enough money to move to US. At Raven Union HQ, Salt updates on Stormcloud to Harwood and Francis. Thomas Wayne hires Crowley for a job to remove PM from his position. Alfred's mom gets kidnapped by mysterious Mr. X and he loses all his money at the exchange. Alfred suspects Captain Troy stole his money and confronts him, but instead he is offered a job which he turns down. Crowley does job which resulted in PM's suicide. Bet asks Harwood for his help which he agrees, but Salt acts on his own and tries to kill Sykes. Alfred tracks down his money and the altercation with Vic and his girlfriend ends up with the death of Baza and all the money burning up in the crash. Alfred finally accepts Troy's job to steal the gold from the mayor of London. Bet and Katie are searching for Peggy Sykes. Martha and Thomas Wayne works together to break up Patricia from her fiancé. Aziz is new PM of English League. Project Stormcloud is ready to deploy, but there is a spy by the name of Fox among the Raven Union ranks. Alfred meets Thomas Wayne and asks CIA agent for a safe passage, but the price is too high. So Alfred joins Captain Troy in another heist which resulted in multiple casualties. Alfred is kicked out by his mother and he ends up sleeping with Troy's wife. Frances meets Aziz for a peace deal but fails and is arrested by Harwood for the betrayal. Meanwhile, the spy asks his handler Swain for a way out. Alfred takes up the job to extract Fox, which he successfully does with the help of Martha and Dave Boy. Fox tells Thomas all about Project Stormcloud. Salt overthrows Harwood with his manipulation. Martha Kane is pregnant. Melanie, after stabbing her husband, runs to Alfred as he is about to leave for US, but he and Dave Boy stays behind to fight for London, as does Fox and Thomas Wayne. They all travel to English League HQ and tells everyone about Project Stormcloud. Salt is keeping Harwood alive as a scapegoat for Project Stormcloud and Harwood knows it. After the botched escape attempt by Bet Sykes, Harwood forces the army's hand to kill him. Salt gives an ultimatum to either surrender or face the chemical weapon. Alfred's father is alive. Bet and Peggy kidnap Salt's girlfriend to get back at him. Alfred confronts Troy and in a lethal knife fight, Alfred wins but he doesn't kill him. Martha, Thomas and Fox recruit Alfred and Dave Boy to steal the chemical weapon. Thomas and his crew sneaks in the lab and secures the weapon, but Salt realizes something is wrong and the four men are captured. Alfred reunites with his father and rejects his ideals. Bet and Peggy comes to the rescue of Alfred and they all join forces for the time being. But the men are captured once again. Arthur switches sides and helps them escape with the weapon. Alfred learns that he and his team stole a decoy weapon and another one is already placed in London, also that Arthur knew about all this. But Arthur changes his mind once again for real and tells the location of the bomb to Alfred. Fox is too late to deactivate the weapon as Salt already pushes the button when he is attacked by Bet and Peggy. Troy makes a sacrifice by swallowing the capsule containing the weapon. 6 months later, Bet has her own platoon. Alfred is a colonel and Troy is a super soldier. Martha and Thomas are married and she gives birth to a baby girl. Thank you for watching the video. Like and share. Also comment with your thoughts on the series.